Patterns are king. Chart patterns, that is. Now, I saw a tweet the other day and I actually copied it down. I have a little investment strategies Word doc where I keep important notes on trading strategies. And it said you have to use patterns instead of data and common sense when you face crooks. And I thought it was a good tweet, a funny tweet. And I think there's some truth in it because when we use common sense and we rely on our own brain power, like we have bias and we have limitations in what we could possibly know. And when we're relying on data and common sense based on what we're reading in the headlines, remember the media could lie and there are market manipulators. And so there are computer algorithms and there are people with a lot of money like hedge funds that can manipulate the market. So even if it makes sense for gold to go up or for oil to go down, none of that matters because manipulators could push it in the opposite direction. And so you have to use chart patterns because they contain everything in it, is what I'm starting to realize. And so there was a good tweet from Crypto about an hour ago from when I'm making this video, and he said crude oil 15-minute W break. Now I was I think I had heard of the W break pattern, but was unsure which time frame it made sense to use it on. So he calls it out on the 15-minute, and it broke out perfectly. And so I didn't catch this trade, but I thought it was interesting that like he called it and it moved to the upside. And I think that's interesting because it's easy to get caught up in all the news. It's like, well, Trump said this, the Iranians said this. Did you hear about the tanker in the Strait of Hormuz? And it's just a bunch of noise, really. Whereas everything you need to know is in the chart pattern. Like even things you wouldn't think should be known is contained in the candles. For example, let's say there's someone uh, in the administration that knows about something significant from a geopolitical perspective, and there's insider trading taking place. All of that is going to be contained in the candles. Do you know what I mean? Everything is in the candle. Whereas everything cannot be in your head and everything cannot be in the headlines. And so it's the patterns themselves that show us what we need to do.